Welcome to our deep dive all about cavoodles.
Oh, fun. Sounds like someone's...
Sounds like you're thinking of adding a cavoodle to your family, so
Yeah.
we'll unpack the must-know facts and a few intriguing tidbits
Okay.
to help you decide if this is the breed for you.
Yeah.
Get ready for some surprises. Are they really hypoallergenic? And did you know they weren't officially bred in Australia until the 90s?
It's true. While cavoodles first appeared in the U.S. in the 50s,
Oh, wow.
they were more like accidental mixes of poodles,
Okay.
usually toy or miniature,
Yeah.
and Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. It was in Australia where breeders intentionally combined these breeds,
Interesting.
leading to the official recognition of the cavoodle in the 1990s.
Fascinating. Now let's dig into what makes this breed so popular. Their personality.
Both sources emphasize the cavoodle's gentle, loyal, and even-tempered nature,
Okay.
making them a great fit for families,
Mm-hmm.
especially with children. They are known for being lively and affectionate, thriving on human companionship.
So they're the perfect cuddle buddies,
Oh, yeah.
but this love for their humans can backfire.
Exactly. Cavoodles can be prone to separation anxiety
Oh.
when left alone for long stretches. If you're often out of the house, it's important to factor this into your decision.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about their temperament with other animals?
Sure.
Do they play well with others?
Generally, cavoodles are known to get along well with other pets.
Okay.
However, supervision is always key, especially in the beginning.
It's like a play date, right? You always want to keep an eye out to make sure everyone is safe and having a good time. Our sources also point out that cavoodles, despite their cuddly nature, can be quite alert and even act as watchdogs.
That's the interesting thing about mixed breeds. You never know exactly which parental traits will shine through. Your cavoodle could be more independent like a poodle,
Oh.
or more relaxed like a cavalier. They may bark at strangers, but once they sense no threat, that guard dog attitude can vanish quickly.
So unpredictable, but that's part of their charm. Now let's talk about size. Our article dives into the toy versus miniature cavoodle debate.
Okay.
For someone unfamiliar with the breed, it can be hard to distinguish the two.
You'd think a toy cavoodle would always be smaller than a miniature, and usually that's the case.
Right.
Toy cavoodles typically stand 25-30 centimeters tall and weigh 2 to 5 kilograms,
Okay.
while miniatures are 31-38 centimeters tall and weigh 6 to 12 kilograms.
So there is a noticeable difference.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
However, due to the complexity of genetics,
Uh-huh.
even a toy poodle parent can sometimes produce a mini-sized pup, and vice versa.
Wow. So it's not always as simple as looking at the parents. It really adds to their uniqueness. But besides size, are there other noticeable differences in appearance between toys and miniatures?
Not really. Appearance-wise, both types are very similar. Cavoodles are known for their soft, luxurious coats,
Yes.
which can be either feathered or curly, contributing to their teddy bear appeal.
It's adorable.
And speaking of those fluffy coats, there's often talk about them being hypoallergenic.
That's a big question for a lot of people. What's the truth about cavoodles and shedding?
Well, it's true that cavoodles are low to non-shedding,
Hmm.
making them a good choice for allergy sufferers.
Right.
This doesn't mean they're maintenance-free.
Mm.
In fact, their coats require quite a bit of attention.
Really?
Regular grooming,
Yeah.
including weekly brushing at home and a professional groom every 6 weeks, is
Okay.
crucial to prevent matting and tangles.
So no escaping the brush, even with a hypoallergenic breed.
All about that gorgeous coat, right?
It's all about that gorgeous coat, right?
Absolutely. And speaking of gorgeous, have you seen the variety of colors cavoodles come in?
Oh, yeah.
They inherit shades from both parent breeds,
Uh-huh.
resulting in a stunning palette. Apricot, black, blue, brown, cream, you name it.
That's a lot of options. So you could end up with a whole rainbow of cavoodles if you had a few.
And here's another fun fact. Their color can actually change as they age.
Oh, wow.
A puppy might start with a particular shade and gradually shift to a slightly different one as they grow older.
So much for picking a favorite color. It might change on you.
Exactly. The unpredictability is part of their charm. Now, I know this deep dive is all about making an informed decision,
Right.
and no conversation about dog breeds is complete without addressing health.
That's right. And the Green Cross Vet's Guide dives into some important considerations for potential cavoodle owners. Being a mixed breed, they can inherit conditions from both parent breeds. What should our listener be aware of?
Several health concerns are mentioned,
Okay.
some quite serious. Syringomyelia,
Mm-hmm.
a neurological condition, can cause pain and discomfort. Mitral valve disease, affecting the heart,
Right.
is another concern. Then there are eye diseases, hip
Mhm.
dysplasia, luxating patellas, which is a kneecap issue,
Yeah. Yeah.
epilepsy,
Mm.
and even dental problems.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot, but there are ways to minimize the risks.
This is where choosing a responsible breeder becomes paramount,
Right,
right?
absolutely. A reputable breeder will have the parent dog screened for these conditions and be transparent with the results. Don't hesitate to ask for documentation
Okay.
and consult with your vet for a second opinion.
Great advice. It's so important to be proactive when it comes to your future furry friend's well-being. Now let's transition to a lighter topic. Caring for a cavoodle. What can we tell our listener about their exercise needs and lifestyle?
Cavoodles are adaptable and can thrive in various living situations,
Okay.
from apartments to houses with yards. However, they need regular exercise to stay happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Think 30 to 60 minutes per day.
So daily walks or playtime in the park? What about activities beyond physical exercise?
Exactly. Walks and playtime are great,
Mhm.
but don't forget mental stimulation. Cavoodles are intelligent dogs who need mental challenges to prevent boredom and potential destructive behavior.
I see.
Puzzle toys, training sessions, even interactive games
Yeah.
can help keep their minds sharp.
It's like they need a good workout for their brains as well as their bodies. Now, onto a topic many new owners might be wondering about. Food. What's the best diet for a cavoodle?
Being a smaller breed, they don't require large quantities of food,
Okay.
but the quality is crucial. Choose a premium dry food
Yeah.
formulated for small breeds.
Right.
Their smaller kibble size makes it easier for them to eat.
Oh, go.
And look for a balance of protein, fat, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals.
It sounds like their little tummies need a powerhouse of nutrients packed into those smaller kibble pieces.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on their diet before we move on?
Always consult with your vet for personalized dietary advice.
Good point.
They can consider your cavoodle's age, activity level,
Yeah.
and any specific health needs to recommend the best food for them.
Great reminder. Now, we can't wrap up our discussion about caring for a cavoodle without talking about their gorgeous but high-maintenance coats.
Absolutely. We touched on the importance of regular brushing and professional grooming to prevent mats and tangles. But there's another key point to emphasize. Proper grooming techniques
Okay.
are essential to avoid discomfort or even pain for your cavoodle.
Okay, so it's more than just running a brush through their fur. What should our listener know about grooming a cavoodle effectively and safely?
First, invest in the right tools.
Like what?
A slicker brush and a metal comb are essential for preventing mats,
Okay.
especially behind the ears and under the legs
Oh,
where
I see.
tangles tend to form. Using detangling spray can make the process smoother.
So we're arming ourselves with the right tools and techniques. Anything else we should keep in mind when it comes to grooming?
Definitely start grooming early, even with a puppy. This gets them accustomed to being handled.
Right.
It makes the process less stressful for both of you. And remember, grooming shouldn't be a chore. It's a great opportunity to bond with your cavoodle and check for any skin issues or abnormalities.
Turning grooming time into quality time. I like that. Now, you mentioned earlier that choosing a responsible breeder is crucial. What are some red flags potential cavoodle owners should watch out for?
One major warning sign is a breeder with multiple litters at once
Oh.
or who offers puppies at unusually low prices. This can indicate a focus on profit over the well-being of the dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, be wary of breeders who are reluctant to let you meet the parents
Right.
or see where the puppies are raised.
So transparency is key. A responsible breeder should be open to questions and happy to share information about their breeding practices.
Exactly. They should be knowledgeable about the breed's potential health concerns
Yeah.
and emphasize the importance of early socialization and training. They'll also provide health clearances for the parents
Okay.
and be available to answer questions even after you bring your puppy home.
It's about building a relationship, not just a transaction, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A reputable breeder is invested in their puppy's well-being throughout their lives. Now, let's imagine our listener has found a trustworthy breeder
Okay.
and is ready to welcome a cavoodle puppy into their home. What are some essential steps to prepare for their arrival?
Puppy-proofing the house is probably top of the list.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just like with a human baby,
Yeah.
you want to create a safe environment,
Mhm.
secure anything chewable, cover electrical cords,
Right.
and put away any potential hazards.
And what about creating a designated space for the puppy?
That's a great idea. Whether it's a crate,
Mm-hmm.
a dog bed,
Yeah.
or a cozy corner,
Yeah.
having a safe space can help your Cavoodle feel secure and comfortable in their new surroundings.
And of course, we'll need all the essential puppy supply.
Absolutely. Food and water bowls,
Right.
high-quality puppy food, a collar and leash,
Yeah.
a bed,
Okay.
and a variety of toys for chewing and playing. Don't forget grooming supplies, like a brush, comb, and detangling spray,
Oh,
especially for those with curly coats.
it sounds like quite a checklist.
It is.
Yeah.
But being prepared makes the transition smoother for both you and your new furry friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
And speaking of transitions, let's talk training.
Okay.
Cavoodles are intelligent and eager to please.
Yeah.
But where do you even begin with a puppy?
I imagine early socialization is crucial.
It is. The sooner you expose your Cavoodle to various sights, sounds, people,
Yeah.
and other dogs, the better.
Right.
This helps them develop into well-adjusted, confident dogs.
So puppy classes, play dates with vaccinated pups, and walks in different environments are all good ways to socialize them.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And when it comes to obedience training,
Okay.
positive reinforcement is key.
Mm-hmm.
Reward desired behaviors with treats,
Yeah.
praise,
Okay.
and playtime.
Yeah.
Avoid harsh punishments,
Right.
which can damage your bond and hinder learning.
It's all about building a positive relationship and making training fun, right?
Exactly. Consistency and patience are vital too.
Mm-hmm.
Puppies are constantly learning, absorbing information like little sponges.
What about housebreaking? That's often a challenge with new puppies.
It can be,
Yeah.
but with a consistent routine and positive reinforcement,
Mm-hmm.
you can teach your Cavoodle to go potty outside in no time.
Okay.
Taking them out frequently,
Yeah.
especially after waking up in meals,
Right.
is crucial.
And what about crate training? Is that something you recommend for Cavoodles?
Crate training can be helpful
Okay.
for housebreaking
Mm-hmm.
and preventing destructive behavior when you're not home.
Right.
However, it's essential to introduce the crate gradually and positively. Never use it for punishment or force them inside.
The crate should be a safe, comfortable haven,
Exactly.
not a scary
place.
cafe.
Exactly. It's like their own little den. Now, we've talked a lot about puppyhood,
Yeah.
but what about the long term?
Right.
What are some key things to remember as your Cavoodle matures into adulthood?
Maintaining a consistent routine probably remains important.
You're right. Consistency with exercise, feeding, and grooming helps your Cavoodle thrive. Even though they're not puppies anymore,
Right.
they still need those daily walks,
Yeah.
regular grooming sessions, and a balanced diet.
And don't forget mental stimulation.
Absolutely. Keep those puzzle toys coming and consider teaching them new tricks. Keeping their minds engaged is crucial for their overall well-being.
It's like they need a lifelong curriculum,
Mhm.
not just puppy preschool.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And as they age,
Yeah.
pay attention to any changes in their health or behavior.
Right.
Regular vet checkups become even more critical
Okay.
as they enter their senior years.
It's like with any family member, we want to ensure they receive the best care throughout their lives.
Exactly. Owning a dog is a long-term commitment. Being a responsible owner means providing your Cavoodle with love,
Yeah.
care, and support throughout their journey.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from breed origins and personality to training tips and long-term care. But before we wrap up, is there any final advice you would offer our listener who's considering welcoming a Cavoodle into their life?
Remember, every dog is an individual, even within a breed.
Okay.
While we've discussed general characteristics, there will always be variations in personality, energy levels, and even appearance.
So even though Cavoodles are generally known for certain traits, each one will have its own quirks and charm.
Exactly. Embrace those differences.
Yeah.
It's what makes each Cavoodle special.
Yeah.
Trust your gut. When you meet the right one, you'll know.
Right.
It's about finding the dog that fits best with your lifestyle and family.
It sounds like finding a Cavoodle is a little like falling in love. You just know when it's right.
That's a great analogy, and that connection, that bond you build, is truly priceless. We've covered responsible breeding extensively,
Yeah.
but I think it's worth mentioning another path to finding a Cavoodle companion.
You're talking about adoption, right?
Yes. There are so many wonderful dogs,
Yeah.
including Cavoodles or Cavoodle mixes, waiting for loving homes in shelters across the country.
It's true.
Adoption gives these deserving dogs a second chance
Right.
and helps combat puppy mills and irresponsible breeding practices.
It's a win-win situation. You gain a furry friend and you make a real difference in an animal's life.
And you never know, you might even find the perfect Cavoodle match while giving a dog a much-needed home.
It's a great reminder that love knows no breed. Well, I think we've thoroughly explored the world of cavoodles in this deep dive.
We have.
We've covered their history, personality, health, grooming,
It's a lot.
and the importance of responsible ownership. Hopefully our listener feels well equipped to start their own cavoodle adventure.
I agree. It's been a pleasure diving into this topic with you and sharing these insights.
Before we sign off, I'd love to leave our listener with one final thought. We've talked about the joys of bringing a cavoodle into your life. But there's also a deeper aspect to consider.
What do you mean?
Bringing a dog into your life, regardless of breed, is about more than just companionship.
Right.
It's about responsibility,
Yeah.
understanding, and a commitment to their well-being.
Absolutely.
It's about expanding your capacity for love and empathy.
That's beautifully put. It's a reminder that owning a dog is a privilege and a responsibility, and it's something to approach with thoughtfulness and care.
Absolutely. So to our listener, whether you choose to welcome a cavoodle puppy from a responsible breeder or open your heart to a shelter dog, remember that the most important thing is providing a loving, supportive environment where they can thrive.
And who knows, maybe someday we'll do a deep dive into your cavoodle's unique story.
That would be fantastic. Until then, happy tail wags and lots of love to all the cavoodles and their humans out there.